Hey guys, welcome back to SnapChangeMedia. I'm Brandon, and in this video I'll tell you everything you need to know about the Mahindra XUV700 Black Edition. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and feel free to skip through the timestamps if you want to look at any particular part of this video. But I'll start with a walk around. So what is the Mahindra XUV700? You just close this cap at the back. So it is a 7-seater family-friendly SUV. It's built on a monocoque chassis, so it is quite agile and it's very lightweight. It has a nice underpinnings, it's stable, and like I mentioned, it's lightweight. It rides on independent rear suspension with FDS and McPherson suspension in the front for more stability. What is FDS? It is frequency dependent suspension. So that has to do with the dampening system. It's able to sense when the road is like bumpy, and then it will be a bit of a more softer ride, and then when there's like longer bumps, more flowy bumps, the suspension firms up for a more planted drive. And I think that's quite cool. 7-seater, there's 360 view camera. You can see there's a camera at the back. Let's open the boot. It's not automatic boot lid. 7 seats. This is the space you get at the back. We close it up. XUV700, nice and clear LED rear lights. Very nice. Blacked out rims. It's a Black Edition. Nice handles, futuristic handles. It has keyless entry, black mirror caps. There's again another camera, integrated indicators, panoramic sunroof. It's massive, very nice. 18-inch alloys, disc brakes in the front, disc brakes at the rear. It's the suspension like I was mentioning, nice. Cladding also in the black. LED daytime running lights, has this double strip going around. Quite distinct to the Mahindra look. Also LED headlamps, they are automatic, so you don't need to switch them on. Fog lights at the bottom, blacked out grille. These lights are black. In the regular one, non-Black Edition, it would be silver and chrome. The Black Edition, I'm very fond of this car. I think it looks very attractive. Also Mahindra's new logo, showing that it is adventurous and not as agriculture as the pickups that we know about. And it's quite popular also here in our country, the pickups. Mahindra has also very quietly been one of the most successful new companies in terms of sales. I'm not sure of the sales figures, but well done to Mahindra. Let's open up here, I'll show you what it looks like. It's the seats, very comfortable, also in Black Edition. There's a Sony sound system, nice and clear. Not the best acoustics in the car, but the sound's nice. The Sony, it's very clear. You can also set up in various like party mode, different 3D sounds. Check the cabrio, very big, nice booklet in there. You get the wireless charging. There's buttons here for 360 view camera. Let's check it out, the quality. That's what it looks like, 360 view camera. More buttons over here. And then dual climate control, also with buttons. I like that. And then there's also control over here for the sound system, 2 cup holders, 6-speed automatic transmission, automatic hold. Nice finishing over there, storage space. Beautiful infotainment screen that's integrated with a driver display, digital driver display. You can tilt, adjust for height and rake with the multifunctional steering wheels, nicely leather wrapped. Push start button, vents look nice and simple. The roof line, however, is in white. I wish it was in black. But these seats are very nice. Especially in this black, it really looks very cool. Electronically operated on the driver's side for the driver's seat, but the other seats are manually operated, although the driver is able to move the seat from pulling the sleeve over here. Let's jump to the back. These seats nice and spacious. check this out. Check how cool this is. One-hand operation. Whoops. Look how cool that is. Nice and quick. Now spacious at the back. That was what the seats look like. Speaker system over there. Cup holders. Seats are very, very nice. Also some cup holders in this. Feels good. But this seat, how cool is this, man? One-hand operation. Check it out. One-hand operation. Very nifty. Okay, let's leave that like that. The finishing over here. Yeah. So, powering the unit is a 2-liter turbocharged petrol engine that provides 149 kilowatts and 380 Newton meters of torque to the front wheels via a 6-speed automatic transmission. Let's jump in for a drive.
Before we get into the driving part of this review, let's talk about the price. The Mahindra XUV700 Black Edition is the top spec derivative and it will cost you 627,900 Rand, which translates to a monthly installment of 11,270 Rand, considering that you pay in over a 72-month period and you give a 10% deposit.
So, powering the Mahindra XUV700 is that 2-liter turbocharged petrol engine providing 149 kilowatts and 380 Newton meters of torque, and it is very responsive, very powerful, and the 6-speed automatic transmission also does a really good job at shifting. It's very smooth, very efficient. Power delivery is smooth, very responsive, like I said, very powerful. 380 Newton meters of torque is... it's just good. It's like it's there, it's powerful. The car also feels light, so it's very responsive under the foot. And the calibrations of acceleration pedal is also decently suited. These leatherette seats are hugging me nicely on the side, so I'm bolstered in nicely. It is a bit higher. I wish it could go down lower, although it is electronically adjustable. Feels very nice. The steering wheel is also manually adjustable for height and rake, so that's a good thing. This is the way I like to set it up. I have a nice visual of what's going on in front of me and around me as well. It's a very comfortable drive. The suspension does an amazing job at soaking up the road imperfections. It has shock absorbers with it has dual, I'm not sure what it's called, but it has almost like dual dampening modes. Very smart adapters, is able to distinguish on the road between the frequency of the unstableness of the road, so the amount of the absorption of the shocks changes, the dampening changes amongst the frequency. So on faster frequent, like when you're driving on gravel, basically it will react differently to when you're driving fast and it's more like floaty feeling. So yeah, that's cool, and it does do a good job. You can feel it. I like that. The car feels light and agile. The steering is very lightly weighted. I don't like it so much, but it's a city car, city driving. It's well suited for just driving in the city and maneuvering around town. It's a bit too light. The interior is well appointed, very modern looking. Digital displays. It has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on the left hand side here for the infotainment screen, and then in the center here it has a digital driver display, and you can see there it displays blind spot monitoring when you indicate to the left or to the right. These are digital, so very modern and up to date in that sense. There's USB connectivity down there, as well as a climate control with nice buttons, dual climate control. Nice finishing over here, soft touch plastics, nice soft touch materials on the side. Driver's seat is electronically adjustable, the passenger seat is not.